bang. Sebelum kalian melihatku bermain Genshin Impact, atau sebelum kalian melihatku menyelesaikan Archon questnya, minta like-nya ya guys. Oke.
Unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea.
Apakah kita akan dibikin muter-muter lagi ya di Archon quest ini atau enggak? Gue nggak tahu. Tapi ya semoga nggak dibikin muter-muter lagi seperti yang kemarin waktu di benteng, karena bikin pusing kepala gue. So kita opening terlebih dahulu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jumpa lagi sama gue yang unyu-unyu. Oh ya guys, hari ini kita bakal menyelesaikan untuk quest Archon dari Fontaine yang emang udah gue tunda beberapa waktu yang lalu. Tapi sekarang gue bakal menyelesaikannya dengan tepat waktu. Wes, kayak apa aja anjir. By the way, ada pesan dari si Furina bahwasanya jangan lupa tisunya udah kelupaan atau enggak. Jangan lupa bawa tisu pokoknya, dan udah gue siapin tisu segebok. Oke. Akan seperti apakah, akan menguras air mata seperti apakah untuk Archon quest Fontaine ini? Apakah akan sesuai dengan harapan bahwasanya tisunya bakal habis atau enggak? Gue nggak tahu, karena sedikit aja kisah set yang ada di Genshin Impact, gue tuh merasa bahwasanya kisah tersebut sangat-sangat mengharukan dan sangat-sangat menyentuh hati gue ketika itu, sehingga gue harus menangis atau menitikkan air mata. Lebay lu ah. Tapi emang sih guys, ya, menitihkan air mata ketika kebanyakan tuh banyak banget di sini tuh quest-questnya tuh yang bikin gue tuh kayak gitu loh. Selalu dibikin nangis. Kayak di Teifat tuh kagak ada keluarga bahagia, bejir. Guys, jangan lupa minta like-nya ya. Tolong lontong dong, minta like-nya dong. Oke, kita bakal mencoba untuk nge-trigger questnya di sini nih. Oke, ini adalah penyamaran sang pendosa capture 4 bagian 5, air bah angkara murka. Oke, kita bakal ikuti target. Kita bakal ada di kayaknya emang kemarin kita belum nyelesain untuk pendaftaran deh. Maksudnya tuh pendaftaran dalam artian tuh kita bakal keluar dari bentengnya. Kayaknya itu belum. Jadi ya udah, mari kita daftar untuk keluar dari benteng ini ya. Gue capek di benteng ini, pusing gue. Ketemu ini terus tuh pusing, bikin pusing. Apalagi lagunya, oh my godness. Au. Sebentar ya guys. Bentar. Oke. Jangan situ bang. Kita bakal bisa nggak sih berdiri dengan baik gitu loh Yuto. Tolonglah berdiri dengan baik Yanto. Ini pada kemana ya? Pada lihat itu kah? Live streaming. Kita harus disuruh tidur di sini lagi, bejir.
Now for a little rest after breath. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day. We're supposed to leave the fortress of Mir.
Yuk kita beresin administrasinya ya, gue udah pusing di bengkel ini. Penyamaran sang pendosa dimulai. Capture 4 bagian 5. Oke. Cucurucu by the way, oh kesana bener. Sepi banget, iya pada nonton live streamingnya presiden kayaknya tuh pada sepi makanya. Kita bakal kemana kah ini? Oh, hai mbak, gue udah boleh pulang nih btw. Boleh nggak? Halo. Kita bakal ketemu resepsionis
Please,
yang
sign
sangat-sangat
here.
jahat.
This
Hai,
document will be effective
hai,
immediately
and hai.
upon
Hai
signing.
Aba,
You
apa
too may exit the Fortress of
kabar?
Meresahkan via the regular channels.
Tanda tangan di sini, dokumen ini akan segera berlaku setelah tidak tertangani dan kalian sudah boleh meninggalkan benteng Meresahkan lewat jalur
It's
biasa.
been
Oke.
so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Oh. Kok tiba-tiba gini?
What's happening?
Kok tiba-tiba gempa gitu?
I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Why? Ya Allah, masih tetap di sini ya? Ya walaupun kita udah punya suratnya sih, tapi kenapa harus tanya Duk lagi sih? Pagi, Kak Subcribe. Udah nggak bisa ke bawah ya? Oh masih bisa, masih kebuka berarti.
Your Grace?
Oke.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the sea. Over the years
Permukaan.
of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't...
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
You've got a point. Okay,
Berarti
since
ini dari
we need to get
atas
back
ya?
into the surface and ask about what by the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believed...
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel... Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Kalau gitu kalian udah sering-sering main ke sini, aku pasti kangen.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
Kenapa nggak kamu yang nganter? Barap
I knew
banget,
you'd
Mon.
All right, sure. Let...
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy, but...
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes...
Halo Kak, hai.
The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
Sepertinya gua nggak perlu lagi explore bruter karena kayaknya if gua udah cukup buat ngulangin Kazuha. Itu sih cukup banget bah kalau udah banyak mah. Apalagi posisi red on. Kami nengokin ke sini. Oke, Paimon doyan banget makanan di kantin. Bersama si Om Koki itu tahu aja masakan yang enak.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of
Kami
trouble.
janji nggak akan bertahun.
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meresahkan is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our... We should probably go report to him now. Next up,
Palaris
you're going to
Mermonia.
see Monsieur Neuvillette?
Boleh titip salam dari kami ya.
I'm sure just your regards
Dari
will
kamu
do,
saja
no?
udah cukup katanya.
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string.
Oh. Pagi Kak, hai pagi Naoki. Minimal 90 buah. 90 bah. 90. Bisa gacha 2 orang berarti Neuvillette dan juga Kazuha tuh bah. Kalau menang red on terus. Menang red off terus. Oke guys, kita bakal ke Monsieur Neuvillette. Dia di mana sih? Oh, dia di situ. Ini gedung apa sih sebenarnya? Palais Mermonia. Oh, gedung Palais Mermonia. Apakah akan seru itu di capture yang keempat ya? Capture keempat ini. Dan bagian kelima. Bagian kelima bener gak sih? Capture ke Iya, capture keempat bagian 5. Apakah akan seseru itu? Mari kita lihat. Itu puncaknya quest Fontaine ya kak? Mungkin, cuman gue belum tahu ya. Apakah emang udah mulai puncaknya di sini atau masih ada yang lewat sini? Boleh nggak sih? Jalan pintas gitu. Nggak bisa ya. Siapa tahu bisa ya kan. Jadi nggak usah ke si kecil ini loh. Masih tetap si kecil.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Kita nggak bakal dicegat sama dia kan? Pasti dicegat sih. Nah,
Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be...
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this
Kak Jika
report?
beri dukungan 50.000.
terima
Semangat
kasih.
ya kak.
Terima kasih. Semoga rezekinya lancar terus ya. Terima kasih semangatnya. Kamu juga semangat ya. Semangat juga untuk kalian semua guys. Terima kasih. Alhamdulillah. Terima kasih ya guys ya. Sehat selalu orang baik.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Kalian masuk sendiri aja. Tumben mbak. Kita panggil mbak apa bocil ya? Mbak
Everyone's
bocil?
so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Makasih ya guys ya. Sekali lagi makasih. Makasih. By the way, Neverett kenapa? Ini kenapa ada kunang-kunang ya? Kunang-kunang apa sih? Putih-putih kayak gini tuh.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment.
Ada
As
urusan
there are
mendesak
some-
yang
In the
harus
meantime,
ditangani.
please have a seat. If you'd like to
Halo
have something to
semuanya,
drink,
halo Kak
let the limousine
Ether.
outside know.
Bang ganti langsung bilang saja ke Melusin di luar. Oh,
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
by the way, Abah nggak mau ini kah? Apa nggak mau gacha sekalian Neophyllite kah nanti kalau Kazuha udah posisi red on? Mungkin. Dia kenapa
All
ya?
right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress
Today
of
should be
Meresahkan,
the bait.
and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right. And we came here to see you.
Oke. Oke.
A massive way.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Ada bayangan nggak itu apa?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordials. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the
Kan
waters of
paus.
Tibet.
Oh, yang kemarin ya, yang kita
We
lihat
can
dari
only
mimpi
assume
kita.
the child is presently
Yang
immersed in
dilihat
primordial
child.
seawater.
Maka kita hanya bisa mengasumsikan bahwa saat ini Child terendam di dalam air lautan primordial.
Primordial seawater? But how?
Dia bukan orang Fontaine jadi nggak bakal
Most
larut.
people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place.
Tapi kebanyakan
I'm
orang
not
tidak bisa
completely sure
masuk.
how he could have gotten there myself.
Gue juga nggak tahu by the way.
Yes. What is it?
Ah, right. Paimon felt it. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near
Di dekat
Poisson.
Potion.
After the shaking stopped, the water
Potion.
levels in the Poisson area rose
Poisson.
at an alarming rate.
Poison nggak sih? Poison nggak sih harusnya? Potion. Kenapa judulnya Potion? Poison nggak sih harusnya? Setelah gempanya berhenti, permukaan di air di sekitar Potion tadi bilangnya Neverett. Poison or Potion naik dengan cepat,
the
sangat cepat.
water levels rose? Oh no.
Naik. Wah.
Oh, there.
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now.
Namun aku
However,
punya
I still
firasat
have a
buruk soal
bad
ini.
feeling about the whole phenomenon.
Gue juga sih, gue punya firasat buruk juga. Gue gacha Neverett kalau dia dapat Kazuha. Ya kan 56 tuh for punya gua dan masih ada satu piece buat ngumpulin Primo Santuy. Iya sih. Kita masih dapat satu piece yaitu piece-nya Xiao sama piece-nya Yae, di mana itu mungkin bakal ada beberapa event-event juga ya kan ya guys ya. Dan kalau nggak salah kita belum dapat yang ke 10 udah dapat ya, 10 interminute fate ya. Yang 3 interminute fate kita kan belum dapat ya guys ya. Yang 3 udah dapat belum ya? Yang itu ya. Yahoo. Breeze itu apa? Oke.
If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater,
Maka mungkin
the
situasi
situation
di
in Poisson may be much
Poisson.
worse than it appears.
Poison apa poison ya? Sebentar. Poison. Gue penasaran sih. Poison. Poison. Poison or poison. Tahu lah.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
Oh iya, markasnya di sana, markas
I would also like to
Spina
go there
Deus
as
Silang.
soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I've finished things here.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Please be careful. Thank you for your attention. Poison di sini Poison. Oke, kita bakal ke tempatnya Navia. Guys, kabarnya gimana hari ini? Apakah baik-baik aja kalian?
Oh no. What happened here?
Oh, loh, ya Allah. Lah Navia kita kemana?
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still...
Duh, Navia gua guys. Aduh, Oni-chan gua guys. Ais. Aduh, Navia gua di mana? Ini nggak dapat itu kah? Something kah? Ini ya di bawah ya. Bentar, ambil ini dulu guys. One-chan, where are you, One-chan? Tapi kita posisikan diri kita sebagai ether ya. My Navia, where are you now? Kita malah berenang bejir Where? Kita harus pergi kemana sih? Oh situ ya. Oh iya bener. Gitu teleport lagi aja. Potion. Oh udah gue 4.2 atau waduh, gak bisa ditinggal nih karena cutscene-nya bagus. Bener kah? Oke, jangan ada spoiler ya. Spoiler gue blacklist kalian, sumpah. Loh, tuh ada orang di atas. Aduh, ikan-ikannya jadi kayak gini.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone...
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right.
Ini bukannya itunya Navia ya? Lagian kenapa markasnya si Navia ada di bawah sini sih? Nggak cari tempat di atas.
I'm not young anymore.
Oh my god. Duh, anaknya hilang kah?
He looks pretty sad.
My leg.
Oh my god.
How could this have happened? It hurts.
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you...
Kenapa harus di bawah ya? Heran gua tuh. Kenapa kan di atas aja gitu loh bikin markasnya. Hoyo. Kalau kata Hoyo gini nih. Ya namanya juga cerita. Kan ini ceritanya emang gua harus ngasih di bawah. Biar nyambung gitu sama ceritanya. Protes mulu Anda gitu. Ke Navia. Oh Navia. Ya Allah ya tuh gue. Sumpah ya, kalau belum turun tuh mohonlah Hoyoverse. Kalau belum turun dan masih agak jauh tuh jangan langsung di cutscene gini kek gitu loh. Itu Hayato gue gimana nasibnya?
Hey, Navia, are you okay?
Oh, my partner.
You're here.
Okay, you're
We
here.
heard
Oh
there was a
my god.
situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose.
Okay. Don't be sad, please. Don't be sad.
There was a wounded resident next to a
Demoiselle.
building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded?
Oh.
How bad?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg.
Aduh.
He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
Oh my god.
He jumped down then.
Ah, Navia, aduh, kenapa ini harus kejadian sama Navia sih?
Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Duh, kalau ketemu Navia sama Neuvillette gue jadi bingung guys, mau gacha Navia apa Neuvillette. Oh my god.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
Dia panik sih. Dia pasti bingung sih sebenarnya.
The situation.
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere.
Halo kak, hai Colombina Harbingers, wes. Ma baru nongol habis ngebos pakai tim belum, wi. Kak siap-siap tisu. Ini udah tisu nih. Nih tisu. Ini udah siap tisu guys. Nih segebok tisu ya. Segebok nih. Kita bakal langsung aja.
The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater.
Oh
Some
my
people
god.
didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water leaking from everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water.
Tidak terburu melarikan
Didn't have a
diri.
chance to escape.
Oh my
As the water
god, mereka
levels
semua
rose,
hilang. Wah,
They suddenly disappeared.
semuanya larut.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Aduh, gue nggak bisa lihat Navia sedih sumpah.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
Kayaknya ini bakal jadi alasan gue gacha dia daripada Neuvillette deh. Ada yang sama gak sih guys? Aduh, gak bisa lihat dia sedih. Aduh.
The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
Wah, sumpah sih. Aduh, tapi gimana ya, materialnya Neuvillette sama Navia tuh artefaknya mending ke Neuvillette sih daripada ke Navia. Tapi aduh, gue gak tahu dah guys. Aduh. Masalahnya Kazuha sama Neuvillette itu bakal dirun barengan katanya ya, menurut rumor ya. Cuman gue gak ngerti juga lah ya. Inilah alasan kenapa saya gacha Navia. Oh, ada yang sama-sama gue berpikiran kayak gitu. Gak bakal sedih sih aku, soalnya udah ke spoiler dari tahun lalu. Stop. Shh, diem. Jangan spoiler aku buat nemenin Mbak Navia. Nanti liat Neuvillette kak, lebih kena tuh hati. Ah, kok nopal sih? Dulu tuh sebenarnya mau gacha Navia, gue malah ambilnya Ayato deh kalau nggak salah deh. Oh Ayato sama Sainu. Oh enggak, gue nge-skip Navia karena gue mau ambil Raiden. Enggak, itu karenanya. Bukan karena gue nggak mau ambil Navianya, karena gue mau prioritasin Raiden gue dulu, baru ke Navia gitu. Navia dulu sama bannernya siapa sih guys? Gue lupa lagi. Bannernya Navia sama siapa ya dulu ya? Pokoknya intinya itu deh alasan kenapa gue gak gacha Navia, malah gacha malah nge-skip dia itu karena gue mau Raiden. Cuman kalau buat Nopal sama si Navia, perbandingannya tuh antara ini loh guys, cari artefaknya dia gitu loh. Kalau Navia kan artefaknya itu nggak resin efisien ya. Kalau di punyanya si Neophyte tuh bisa resin efisien karena bisa ambil golden drop dan juga Meresahkan Hunter. Nah Meresahkan Hunter itu bisa dipakai beberapa karakter dan juga golden drop itu juga bisa dipakai beberapa karakter gitu loh. Contohnya siapa sih? Meresahkan Hunter tuh bisa dipakai gaming, bisa dipakai Neophyte juga. Terus habis itu golden dropnya tuh bisa dikasihkan ke si Furina. Jadi tuh resin efisien gitu loh. Cuman kalau kita ambil artefaknya si dia, gak resin efisien banget itu. Cuman nggak tahu ya, ada opsi lain nggak untuk selain di domainnya dia gitu loh cari artefaknya.
No one knows if this could happen again.
Kami cuma
All
bisa
we can do
berusaha
for now
mengevakuasi
is try our
warga.
best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
Oh my god. Ntar Fontaine bakal oh iya salah. Guys, sumpah ya gue gak bakal baca itu dulu lah. Sumpah kalau kalian merasa bahwasanya gue apa sih namanya tuh, tidak memperdulikan kalian, gue nggak peduli. Gue mau nikmatin ininya karena kalian penuh spoiler. Jadi gue sumpah sih, gue blacklist yang spoiler dari kemarin, sumpah.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Oh my
I
god.
only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Oh my god. Don't be sad Navia, please. Masalahnya semua orangnya kan asli dari Fontaine gitu loh. Jadi kan harus meninggal gitu,
Is there
hilang.
any way we can help Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this.
Oh my god.
You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't.
Tunggu, kayaknya orang tidak lengkap. Oh iya, ada yang nggak lengkap ya. Dua orang penjaganya Navia mana? Wah, sumpah sih. Kalau mereka juga hilang, pantesan aja si Navia sedih. Wah, sumpah.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Tahan, Melus sama Silver kemana itu? Ya Allah, meninggal ya.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
I'll be. Sorry, I need to go for now.
Wah, sumpah, nggak seru ini
And there she
cerita.
goes. Seems it might be a while before she can.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment
Oh
to
my
focus on my
God.
own. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance.
Traveler? Oh my god.
Would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Oh.
Right now?
Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Navia. Masih sempet-sempetnya lagi gue ambil primogemnya. Ya udahlah ya. Dia di mana? Oh my god, sumpah. Oh my. Wah, gak bisa ini. Kayaknya gue harus gacha dia daripada Villeneuve Village sih. Gak bisa Ah terserah lah mau resin efisien apa kagak, gue gak peduli lah. Bisa duduk ya? Mari kita duduk menghayati sebentar. Ada apakah yang terjadi? Lagian kenapa sih bikin benteng itu ada di bawah gitu loh, ngapain? Tolonglah pindah ke atas, kayak di atas tuh banyak banget lahan luas gitu loh untuk kamu. Kenapa kamu harus di bawah sih kakak? Wah sumpah sih daripada gue gacha Nevulet mending Navia udah. Tapi ini lihat nanti lah guys, beneran rerun apa enggak mereka.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Guys, gue nggak baca komen dulu ya karena gue takut banget ada yang spoiler. Sorry. Di sini tidak banyak orang ya.
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson,
Paman pikir nggak bakalan banyak orang yang ziarah ke kuburan.
That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted
Oh my god.
that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Betul, begitulah keadaannya. Yang masih hidup kelelahan sampai tidak punya tenaga lagi untuk bicara dengan yang sudah meninggal. Navia? Aduh, nangis lagi. Aduh, nangis lagi. Mana sih Nevulet nih? Pacarmu ini loh. Aduh, tiba-tiba dipeluk dari belakang gitu kayak Nevulet. Berharap banget gua.
Sorry, I just...
Aduh.
Malus and Silver, they
Oh.
won't ever come back here again.
Aduh. Anjir, yang selama ini nemenin dia soalnya guys, ketika ayahnya nggak ada gitu loh.
What should I do, Papa?
Oh my god. Aduh sumpah sih ini nggak mungkin sih kayaknya si anjir lah ya. Belum ke intinya. Udah gini.
Huh? What happened to them?
Oh my god.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it.
Oh my god.
They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
Ya kalian bayangin ya, mereka itu ya orang berdua yang udah bikin Navia itu, aduh coba anjir, yang udah nemenin Navia ketika ayahnya tuh nggak ada gitu loh, yang selalu mendahulukan Navia terlebih dahulu daripada mereka berdua. Jadi kalau sampai kehilangan kayak gini, aduh sumpah gue gak bisa sih pikir. Sumpah ya Teifat, sumpah ini siapa sih bikin cerita gak jelas.
I've known them for so long.
Aku tahu.
And I know they weren't afraid. I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just...
Oh my god. Tuh kan, mereka tuh berdua jadi gini ya.
After it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your request. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to I promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Gak seru ini hoyover, sumpah kagak seru anjir. Aduh.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well,
I'd always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Luce and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I'm so sorry.
you can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with...
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means.
Oh
By the way,
my god.
you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obana, Khan, Burnett. So, everyone else is safe.
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And
Duh, Davia udah gak punya penjaga
we
lagi.
lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth...
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of
Bannernya
another,
kapan
sure,
keluar
but
ini orang,
that isn't
bannernya
something
gak.
we should ever consider a trade.
Nyawa orang itu bukan buat
Malus
ditukar-tukar.
and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right.
Thank you, Paimon. Oh, bener dong.
What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Oh,
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time
Dukung
since we
ya?
last met.
Arlecchino, the Knif. Tidak ketemu sebentar aja kamu sudah jadi pintar omong gini ya? Ya iyalah.
the knave? What are you doing here?
Gua habis 3 tisu btw.
Is everything going well on your side?
Kok dia bisa kenal Navia?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Bekerja. Ini kok bisa ada The Knif sih di sini? By the way, hey. Gimana ceritanya, hey?
Thank you very much.
Guys, gue gak baca komentar terlebih dahulu karena takutnya penuh spoiler, jadi gue gak baca komentar terlebih dahulu.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently.
Bagus loh sebenarnya
Right, Miss
bajunya
Navia.
si. Bagus sebenarnya bajunya si The Knif tuh. Gue pikir gacha dia, tapi lebih pengen Columbina sih. Setelah gue lihat-lihat lebih pengen Columbina daripada si The Knave. Jadi I'm so sorry.
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me.
Okay.
Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so...
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing.
Kami memang sudah ada di sekitar lokasi, jadi ya sekalian aja. Apa jangan-jangan mereka lagi menyelidiki kehilangnya child ya? Akhirnya ketahuan ada itu jadi sekalian gitu. Ini tuh sebenarnya bentar ya. Ini tuh sebenarnya tangannya dia bener-bener tangan atau sarung tangan sih? Kalau sarung tangan gak mungkin kelihatan kukunya gitu loh by the way. Apa tangannya dia kayak tangannya Abah ya, kayak moraks gitu, yang sebenarnya tuh manusia setengah hewan kayak Xianyun juga itu kan bangau, ada tangannya kayak gini. Dia tuh juga termasuk manusia beneran atau manusia jadi-jadi? Gak.
That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never
Jadi
worked
sangat
with a
penting untuk
Fatui
mengetahui
before,
dan siapa
and it's
sebenarnya yang
extremely... My
berurusan.
subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies.
Okay.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill.
Menyombong.
You've witnessed that firsthand.
Menyombong nih. The Knave menyombong nih. Begitulah cara kerja organisasi yang kuat dan juga besar untuk tujuan yang baik dan buruk. Dan Anda sudah pernah melihatnya langsung. Kayaknya gue berharapnya sih ya, Archon yang paling waras di Genshin tuh cuman si Nahida. Archon kebijaksanaan ya. Menurut gue sendiri tuh si Raiden kan gak bisa masak, si Abah Liwe lagi ada bencana dia malah ngeteh, si Venti kesukaannya minum anggur ya. Terus si Nahida doang nih yang menurutku dia itu lebih waras daripada ketiga Archon lainnya. Gue berharapnya Archon dari Natlan dan juga Archon dari Snesnaya tuh ikut waras juga, biar si Nahida itu ada temennya. Astaga.
As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the lending your organization a hand was a natural
Karena
first
itu
step
tidak
in
perlu merasa
accomplishing
utang budi,
that.
mungkin suatu
As
hari
such,
nanti
do
Anda
not
akan
be
membantu kami
troubled.
juga.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did
Ah,
everything you
Melu sama Silver, ya Allah.
As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person, and they weren't the price paid for other salvation. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words.
Tapi saat ini tidak ada
Right
ungkapan
now,
yang lebih pantas.
there's
Mereka
nothing
memang
more
telah menjadi
suitable.
pahlawan.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Nav. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and
Tapi
it
juga
also
membawa
spells
bencana. Pantas
disaster.
orang selalu bilang bahwa
It's no
ramalan
wonder
adalah
that
petanda
people
takdir.
always say that prophecies
Tapi
represent
sayangnya aku
fate.
tidak pernah setuju dengan ungkapan
Fortunately,
itu.
I've never been one for such opinions.
Sumpah ini orang desainnya bagus banget sih. Gak tahu ya, silver merah-merah kayak gini tuh. Wow.
So, you're
Tuh
one
bagus
who will
banget
try to
belakangnya
change
juga
fate then?
guys. Ini loh detail-detail kayak gini nih. Ini juga nih. Nih. Ininya. Wah. Ininya ada merahnya, ada hitamnya, ada abu-abu gelap agak terangnya. Wah.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Terre. I still have some things to take care of, and the children
Itulah
need
kenapa
my
aku
attention.
akan pergi ke hotel Bofo. Masih ada urusan yang harus selesai. Anak-anak juga harus diawasi. Sumpah ya, yang desain tuh karakter-karakter Genshin yang desain bagus-bagus sih menurutku bajunya. Gigi.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Gue baca dulu lah. Gacha saya, wih boleh. Columbina anjir, masih region akhir kayaknya nggak apa-apa. Columbina Saritsa, walaupun region akhir tetap harus dikejar gitu. Kalau bisa di spend primogemnya yang banyak buat mereka. Jadi gak tahu kapan aja pada ngebet Columbina. Katanya sih di 5 titik berapa gitu loh, katanya 5. Dia masuk Elcor kayak Caterpillar. Archon mabuk.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right.
Buat bisik-bisik.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be, judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration.
Tapi bencana ini tiba-tiba datang dan saat ini kami lebih memprioritaskan operasi penyelamatan warga.
That's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been... Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most, which is why I want to give you this task.
Okay.
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such. Even though you are not from the house, I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their...
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon...
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price.
Guys, gue gak baca komen dulu ya, gue mau...
It's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Gue nggak baca komen dulu, gue mau ini guys fokus ke ceritanya terlebih dahulu ya.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss...
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a
Suaranya dia tuh
disaster on our
mendukung banget
hands.
dengan kesedihannya dia
As my
gitu loh,
father's
suaranya
successor,
Navia.
I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something...
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, Traveler? All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Poisson.
Here's the map.
Okay.
Poisson.
Us will handle it.
Okay. Oh my god, Navia, I'm so sorry. Poisson, mana Poisson? Jauh kali, Wak. Jauh sekali dari teleport, by the way. Hello. Poisson. Ada something ya? Gak ada. Kabangan kan abang-abang. Oh my god, sumpah Navia, I'm so sorry about that. Jangan-jangan di situ lagi. Oh iya. Bentar guys, ambil dulu. Dah. Kita menuju ke Poisson. Runtuhannya di mana, di sana ya? Oh. Okay.
So, are
Oh.
these the ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient.
Let's go in and have a...
Just be careful.
Kok tempat masuknya gitu? Oh, oke.
I see everything.
There is no escape.
Cascade.
Let's make her a little.
Dada Kundala.
Yeah. Watch it. The floor here isn't safe.
Illusion shattered.
Yeah.
9.000 nggak tuh? Normal attack doang. Naida. Jadi bocil jangan kesereman dong, please. Jangan serem-serem lah, chill.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Oke.
Yeah.
Oh.
And a lot of it, too. A Fontainian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless.
No, you're
Okay.
right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
Okay.
That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait for us?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water... I'll go together with you.
Hah?
Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for now, then. But please be... No, it's a dead end.
Ya kena
Try
kita.
climbing over from the side.
Oh, nggak boleh kena ya. Oh, jangan bawa dedek kalau gitu. Oke. Bentar. Nggak ada. Ini juga nggak ada. Oh iya. Oh, wow. Nah, ini bawa Didik nggak apa-apa nih. Pintu kehidupan teraktif.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge. Run for...
Loh. Ih. Ayolah. Loh, ya.
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Oh.
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested...
Oh, right. It must have slipped my mind when I... This is a familiar feeling, yet...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with...
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I
Kok
wasn't the
jadi
one they were
kesini?
looking for. Why, they were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor.
Sometimes force is required.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett.
Oh, yes, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't...
Did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some...
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not
That's right.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar. I've heard this name before. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to.
Huh? We do?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now.
Oh?
Apa sih ini?
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
What the hell of this?
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Julien, Essen. And as for the judge... huh?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can...
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're...
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please...
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized
John
what
Phil?
you've done? In that, as all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula, someone held in high regard by every soul. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm...
Yes, correct. absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficult. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you.
Terus?
Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having—
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no—
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
Maksudnya apa sih?
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us.
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly—
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand. Please do not mistake her actions as
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontainians here. This is the nation of justice. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro.
Apa pertimbangannya
And in
untuk
the
segala hal
end,
bangsa Hydro?
everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion— Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We—
And you would call this justice?
Apa sih ini?
Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend, and that is—
My head—
Demoiselle,
Silver, it hurts. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd for Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
don't be afraid. And don't admit guilt. We will protect—
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Bentar, ya. Gue kagak paham ini maksudnya gimana sih, guys?
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stuck? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
Ini siapa? Aduh, lupa.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
Ini apa sih namanya? Ku lupa lagi.
With these people,
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Oh,
Silence.
yang larut jadi ini ya.
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court.
Ini
The
apa sih?
accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only
Ikutlah.
chance to leave this place.
Ih, dijemput sama
Can't
Ayang
bear to leave
loh.
us behind or something?
Anda takut kangennya, oh my god.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that
Oh
this
my.
shall be our last goodbye.
Melus nih kenapa sih?
Silver.
Oh, yang larut jadi kayak gitu ya? Jadi kayak hewan itu ya? Apa bener gak sih, guys?
Quickly, you must come now.
Kenapa harus nangis lagi sih gua?
Goodbye.
Oh my god, goodbye dewasa. Aduh, omongannya tadi lu goodbye dewasa katanya. Hey.
Farewell.
Oh my. Ah gila ini cerita what the hell of this one. Ah gak bisa.
No, wait! Just a second!
Duh.
Navia?
You're awake?
Ah, ada Neuvillette ya.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the
Aku
water.
baru Navia jatuh ke ada air dalam waktu
You were
tiba-tiba
just
tadi.
about to be dissolved within, but I
Alhamdulillah ada Ayang ya.
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would
Melu
not have
sama
been able to
Silver itu
rescue you before
pasti.
your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids?
Ya, Oceanid
You
ya.
mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your...
Oh my
I
god.
always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come
Astaga.
with me.
Jangan ditinggali dong. Itu nanti
Neuvillette,
gimana?
are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps...
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden?
Uh,
Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her.
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewin would need a lot of time to...
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewin made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately. And I also hope that everything is going well in the fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then. So, Neuvillette, this isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Guys, gue gak baca komen dulu karena takut jadi spoiler, jadi tolong dimengerti ya.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think
Ya harus bangkit sih dia, nggak boleh teruskan kayak gitu. Oke. Cinta ini membunuhku. Hehehe.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Kayak nggak disuruh coba Neuvillette apa Navia ya di sini ya? Oh yo. Astagfirullah. Gue bawa bocil nih bang, jangan gitulah. Dedek.
I see everything. Watch out! There are rats crawling over here!
Oh. Aduh, ini lagi ya. Aduh, kenapa sih harus kayak gini? Bikin nakutin aja, becir. Ayo. Harus panjat ke atas terus kah?
Illusion shattered! Kamisato Archon. Suiyu! Cascade!
Going in! This may hurt a little.
Ini apa-apaan sih kekuatannya? Naik ya?
There is no escape.
Oh, naik pakai ini.
Illusion shattered.
Pintu kehidupan telah diaktifkan. Oh, tutup.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Neuvillette sama Navia. The best. Oh,
Stone slates.
ini
It seems like they were put
Florina
here as an
bukan sih?
offering.
Ini
Could we take them down and have a look?
tablet batu apa memang ditaruh di sini sebagai persembahan gitu? Boleh dicopot nggak sih?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see.
Aku akan mengabadikan sejarah masa depan di masa lalu.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose.
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents...
There's a person kneeling here.
Tunggu ya.
Seems so
Celestia?
dedicated. And there's a
Celestia?
whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind
Celestia
of
ya?
island in the sky?
Apa jet chamber ya? Mingguan. Celestia sih itu.
Is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
Iya.
Is that a ring of people around her?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the
The people
Iya,
will
dia
all be
sendirian
dissolved
akhirnya.
into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Menyisakan sang Archon sebatang kara. Oke. Oh. Oh.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover
Tapi
it.
sebenarnya sesuai itu karena
Most likely
tablet yang
due to us
pertama
missing
tidak
the
bisa
first-
Don't blame
ditemukan.
yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering...
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right?
I really hope...
Still, Paimon feels like...
Gue juga ikut ya guys ya.
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third? Where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
Urutannya terbalik.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the
Egeria, then.
Egeria?
I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient
Sumpah sih
stone
seru
slates
sih
are
ini
here at
Fontaine
all.
di ceritanya.
Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean...
But who would have created these...
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Oke. Tantangan berhasil. Ihu. Coba lagi deh, tarik lagi deh. Ihu. Guys, gua gak baca komen dulu, takutnya ada spoiler, oke?
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is.
You still have energy for that, Navia?
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem?
She has long been harboring secrets.
Farina pasti tahu
Give
sih
them up
maksudnya, karena dia kan
which
juga
makes it
Archon
all the
Hydro
more
kan
my
di sini.
duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Walaupun sebenarnya katanya dia bukan Archonnya,
Hands then.
tapi Vokalos.
You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
Nah, kenapa dia bukan Archonnya, melainkan Vokalos? Padahal Archon yang dulu tuh Aegreria.
I will be carefully
Gue
considering
belum
my
lihat sampai
words
situ.
tonight.
Soalnya ada spoiler guys di TikTok tuh, bahwasanya bilang bahwasanya ternyata Farina tuh Archon palsu, Archonnya Vokalos. Emang ya spoiler tuh
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the flip
Tapi gue
side
nggak tahu
is
dibalik
always open
alasannya
to you
kenapa
as
bisa
ever.
dibilang
So
Furina
please
Archon
don't think
palsu.
you're an imposition. All right, I'll be on my.
Oke.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu.
Yay! And there's good food too! Ooh, desserts!
Enak banget makanannya lah, ini pengen gue jadinya.
Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Oh,
Duh gue ya.
is that who I think it is?
Kenapa Mona ada di sini? Kenapa Mona ada di sini? Kok tiba-tiba di si Mona?
Seriously, nobody just
bentar
uses
ya
a
guys ya.
scryglass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Bentar guys, bukannya Mona itu bawahnya tuh stocking ya? Ini kok jadi berubah bajunya?
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontainian.
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. Why did you think I was from Fontaine? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt or... Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me there was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now, according to... Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surname.
Wow! Imagine including a book.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple
Okay.
a name like this as well. The Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus.
Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long...
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great scholar of the stars.
Anggap saja gelar astrologi.
Thrice as great? That's so...
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all...
That sounds terrible! And anyway, you're not Fontainian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Kak, kenapa gak pakai bahasa Jepang? Karena ini di Fontaine, jadi kayak pakai bahasa Inggris. Like that.
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's water.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but there's
Terima
something
kasih.
ominous about it.
Sudah diingatkan.
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long...
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine.
Okay.
I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a power.
A visionary? Sounds really...
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Tentu saja ada, di sini itu bisa. Anggota Hessen Circle lain yang bisa kayak gitu juga. Hessen Circle ini apa lagi? Fatui Harbingers, Hessen Circle ini apa lagi? Sultan Mona. Oh, Sultan Mona dong. Kayaknya emang kayak Sultan sih ini beliau. Hai.
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh,
Hessen
well,
Circle.
this is something only I can do.
That's the
tea.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I came
sorry.
to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need,
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well,
Okay.
I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
Fatui Harbingers organisasi saya. Ups, kayaknya kita barusan agak kelewatannya. Baiklah, aku masih ada urusan. Kalau ada kabar aku akan menghubungi kalian, oke?
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we?
Oke. Memulihkan tenaga.
Good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Jadi ikutan ngantuk lu, Min. Itu dijelasin di event kalau penyihir organisasi terkuat di Tevat yang saking kuatnya nggak bisa, yang sakit kuatnya bisa ngegulingin Celestia. GG dong berarti dong. GG dong berarti dong Essence Circle tuh. Oke, back to the story. Back to the story. Boleh bisa duduk nggak sih di sini? Bayangin kalau ini tempat kerjanya Nahida, bayangin ya guys.
You're here, finally.
Kok kalian ada organisasi? Ibunya Kli sama gurunya Mona membernya. Saya hanya anggotanya, Kak.
Is something wrong?
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they
Bertengkar.
seem to have gotten in.
Aduh, masalah kemarin kayaknya nih. Please lah, jangan bertengkar lah, Hydro.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
Okay.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent...
Okay.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson.
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. But you found them in some ancient ruin?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy. The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets. As well, you have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take... There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead.
Okay.
Just trust in me. You're Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out... That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Guys, minta like ya, jangan lupa. Jangan lupa juga sebar juga ya apa namanya video-video kita. Video-video gua. Video-video kita kayak ngapain aja bisa.
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling.
Furina gak sadar kita dari bagaimana. Kenapa dia senyum-senyum sama sekali gak peduli orang lain yang dengar omongannya barusan. Okay.
I assume you've been outside for a while.
Oh, you noticed.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasse. Still, I do not understand.
Dialog adalah alat utama untuk dapat saling mengerti kenapa dia terus menolaknya. Oke, kita harus bikin dia paham segawat apa situasinya.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything. We may have to create a situation in which...
Oh?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial.
Mungkin kita harus menjerumuskan Archon Hydro ke dalam skenario itu.
But Farina seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the...
We will need to consider this thoroughly. Join forces with various parties. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
Kalau begitu kita perlu pada bantuan.
But who will lend us?
The Knave yang dimintain bantuan. Chongyun masih bagus gak kan sekarang? Enggak, sayangnya sih enggak seberapa dia. Dia DPS bintang 4 kan?
That's everyone, huh?
Gue rasa enggak seberapa, udah enggak seberapa bagus. Ada pengganti yang lebih baik masalahnya Chongyun tuh. Tapi kalau digunain dengan cara yang bagus mungkin. Tapi kalau memang kamu dapetin Chongyun aja, sebenarnya di-boot juga boleh, nggak di-boot juga boleh. Tapi by the way, kamu punya karakter apa aja sih selain Chongyun? Iya, gue udah banyak spoiler juga guys, gara-gara gue scrolling TikTok. Akan terjawab sudah pas pada waktunya. Oke, tisu lucu sekali Archon kita.
Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a
Lynette.
disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That night,
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
that's what family should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know. Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
For a minute.
Me?
Dia mah kagak bisa ngomong. Dia pemalu banget, sumpah.
How about you, good sir?
Oh.
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Ada benernya juga sih, aku tidak ingin membuat suasana di kapal ini menjadi sebuah pengadilan.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last.
Oh, ada klorin juga. Jangan berbelit-belit.
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase,
Ah,
our
nggak ada.
friend here, the traveler, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pool.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I
Aku
just
cuma
learned from
pinjam.
Chlorant. And used on the
Jadi
spot.
silakan biar dia yang
So,
jelaskan
let's
ini.
invite
Tepuk
her
tangan
to-
dong.
Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Tadi katanya biar aku aja deh, ya Allah. Sumpah ya, Navia sama Klorin nih persahabatannya emang bener-bener canggung tapi lucu gitu loh.
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice.
Anggap saja latihan
You
buat
might even
bikin
pick
bos
up some
kagum
fancy
dengan
oratory
kemampuan
tricks to impress
pidatomu.
your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
Astaga, ya Allah.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before.
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard.
Tapi Fontaine pernah
but
jadi
Fontaine
marga
once
sebuah
played
kelompok
host
yang
to a group
bernama
known as the
Meresahkan.
Meresahkan hunters.
Hunter?
Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device.
Pemicu.
Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary. So, if we were to build a trap...
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the...
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the...
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch lupa.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract... I remember that...
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense.
Anda
You
bisa
usually
menyelesaikan
solve
masalah
problems directly,
salah satu
without
pakai
the use-
trik.
But I do have one more question for you. If we were
Okay.
to create a trap now, how...
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey.
Kind as always.
Okay.
However, our intention doesn't necessarily change. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement.
Ingin melumpuhkan buruan dalam
that
satu
also goes
serangan.
for prey
Begitu
that must be
pula
captured
halnya
and
untuk
safely
buruan yang
contained.
yang ingin ditangkap dan
Wait, why is that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides...
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite... But we shall
Okay.
require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god.
baru kali ini ya
seat
Archon
is an
Archon
exalted
itu diadili gitu loh.
Oh, so that's what...
Kalian hanya perlu mencari tahu rahasianya. Mencoba mengurus rahasia dewa adalah penistaannya kurang ajar. Namun harus dilakukan agar Fontaine tidak tenggelam seperti di dalam ramalan. Tidak ada pemburu, tidak ada buruan, yang ada disebabkan itu saja. Oke. Kita tadi dapat achievement dan achievementnya cukup lucu. Sebentar. Cinta ini membunuhku. Ini achievementnya siapa? Cinta ini membunuhku. Oh my god. Navia berhasil selamat dari air laut primordial. Panggung takdir. Rencana sebuah jebakan bersama dengan rekan-rekanmu untuk mengadili dewa. Dewa diadili nih. Cinta ini membunuhku. Skip. Skip. Di sini. Beta aku mampir bentar doang ya. Iya nggak apa-apa kak, terima kasih. Emilio juga bagus. Aku masih bertugas di TPS. Oh semangat kak Putri. I'm back. Hai kak Black. Gak apa-apa nambah konsnya. Yo C1 bagus kah? Kamu belum punya siapa sih? Kalau belum kamu udah punya.
What they say is true.
Kamu udah punya Xiangling belum? Xiangling udah punya. Bentar. Ini perlu dibantu nih. Ini kan kamu kamu ya mau ambil siapa sih sebenarnya? Sebenarnya kalau ngomongin masalah ini ya, kalau kamu belum punya ya, urutan yang pertama harus diambil itu kalau kamu belum punya, itu bisa di Xingqiu. Habis Xingqiu itu kamu bisa ambil Xiangling kalau kamu belum punya. Setelah Xiangling kamu bisa ambil Beidou. Setelah Beidou kamu bisa ambil Yao Yao. Dan setelah Yao Yao kamu bisa ambil Gaming. Setelah Gaming bisa ambil ke Yanfei kalau bisa. Ya Yanfei, habis Yanfei Ningguang, Chongyun, si siapa sih ini namanya? Si Yunjin, baru ke Xinyan. Urutannya gitu. Kalau kamu mau nambah Xiangling mending ambil Xiangling cons 2 aja. Xiangling tuh bagus dan di spiral pun dia tuh masih kepakai daripada yang lainnya. Kalau Yao Yao ambil C1, Yao Yao channel aja udah cukup. Ambil aja si Xiangling. Ambil si Xingqiu, Xiangling, Beidou, Yao Yao. Urutannya ya, Gaming, Yanfei, Ningguang, Chongyun, Yunjin, Xinyan. Xiangling emang bisa dapat dari spiral kan 1. Tapi kalau kamu udah punya konstelasi 1 ya, kalau kamu udah punya konstelasi 1, terus kamu ambil dia cons 3, habis itu diambil lagi dari spiral biar dapat cons 3 berarti. Sebenarnya yang guna di spiral ya ini sih. Cuman kalau kamu mau gini, kalau kamu masih mau gacha di Xianyun atau gacha di Nahida, mending kamu gacha dulu, baru dapetin gamingnya tuh di cons berapa. Andai gamingnya tuh dari cons 5, terus kamu ambil aja sekalian gamingnya di cons 6, itu nggak apa-apa. Tapi kalau kamu emang kategorinya udah nggak gacha di bannernya Xianyun maupun di bannernya Nahida, mending kamu ambil selain dari gaming, bisa ambil karakter baru seperti Xingqiu, seperti Xiangling. Itu keguna banget di spiral. Gak rekomender Xinyan, pokoknya Xinyan terakhir kali pokoknya ya. Kamu punya karakter apa sih sebenarnya? Pokoknya urutan yang pertama itu ya, kalau belum punya karakternya bisa ambil si Xingqiu, bisa ambil si Xiangling. Xiangling tuh bagus kalau di C3 C4 ya. Ini loh Xiangling. Di C4 dia udah bagus soalnya nih, meningkatkan 40% durasi tornado. Durasi tornadonya tuh mana yang ini. Nah, yang ini juga bagus untuk dinaikin cons-nya gitu loh. Sebenarnya kalau kamu udah punya C1, kamu langsung ambil C2 juga bagus untuk si Xianglingnya. Dia bisa menimbulkan ledakan yang mengakibatkan 75% dari attack Xiangling sebagai pyro damage area dari mananya, dari ininya Gouba lah ya, dari semburannya si Gouba itu loh. Nah itu bisa bagus di cons 2-nya. Kalau si Xingqiu ambil di cons 2 juga bagus kalau kamu udah punya cons 1 ya. Ini tuh bakal meningkatkan 1 jumlah maksimal range sword, jadi yang keliling di dia itu. Terus kalau yang kedua, ini memperpanjang 3 detik durasi Gohua Sword atau yang ini tadi yang atas itu, dan mengurangi 15% hydro resistant. Itu juga bagus buat di musuhnya nanti, buat di kitanya gitu. Sebenarnya itu sih urutannya. Kalau emang mau ambilin tuh Xingqiu dulu, Xiangling, habis Xiangling bisa ke Gaming, habis ke Gaming bisa ke Yao Yao. Tapi konteksnya kalau Gaming kalau kamu masih harus gacha di bannernya Navia sama Nahida, di bannernya si Xianyun sama si Nahida, mending kamu ambil lain Gaming kalau konteksnya kamu masih gacha di bannernya dia. Itu Xiangling aja tuh udah bagus. Kamu ambil Xiangling juga tuh. Gacha kak.
It's been a tough few days, hasn't it? So much has been happening.
Gacha kan gak gacha gua guys, gak gacha itu buat Kazuha.
Paimon didn't think the meetings would go on for so long. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that Paimon thinks about it, but everyone else just looked a little surprised. It's hard to say.
Susah sih ngomongnya, Paimon nggak punya pengalaman soalnya, tapi kan ada kamu.
After all, you're the most reliable person in the world, aren't you? Did you just pour some tea? Paimon didn't notice you doing that at all. Then what's that? Paimon's never seen that cup before.
Don't be frightened. I'm just joining you two for tea.
Ini siapa lagi sih, Mona ya?
Who's that boy?
Loh.
Have you forgotten?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky.
The voice from the sky,
Siapa,
I fear
guys?
that you're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously.
Oh,
I sensed that confusion
jangan-jangan
thus came to you.
Ibunya, Bu.
Guiding people is an irresistible hobby
Jangan-jangan
of
gurunya
mine,
Mona
after
ya?
all. Consider me a passerby, just accepting a commission from my friend's disciple on a whim.
Iya.
The prophecy.
Penyihir
Yes,
bener kan?
what has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
What? Then
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Can everything in Tevat so easily be changed? So you've caught on.
And Ningguang.
Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the gods, could things be happening in hidden corners where the gods' gaze does not fall?
Ambil Xiao atau Yaemiko atau nabung? Lihat dulu nih konteksnya ya. Xiao itu bagus kalau ada Faruzan C6. Ya. Yae itu dia energi recharge-nya isu. Jadi energi recharge-nya itu harus dibenerin dengan bagus. Tuh. Tapi sejak ada Golden Troop atau Marachese Hunter ya, kalau nggak salah Golden Troop deh, kalau nggak salah artefak baru itu bisa sedikit dikurangin untuk energi recharge dari si Yaemiko. Karena Yaemiko itu dia penggunaan energinya tuh kurang lebih 90 cons energinya tuh kalau nggak salah 90-an gitu deh guys. Gue belum punya karakternya jadi gue lupa. Pokoknya kurang lebih kayak gitu. Jadi itu penurutnya banyak banget karena menurutku Archon aja cuma 60 sampai 50, terus habis itu Raiden juga cuma berapa. Nah, cons dari penggunaan energi consnya dari Sia itu cukup banyak, yakni 90. Jadi harus dipikirin juga kalau emang mau ambil Yae. Tapi posisinya kalau Yae itu waifumu, kamu nggak peduli dengan segala sesuatunya, ya ambil aja gitu. Cuman si Xiao itu bagus ketika ada si Faruzan C6. Kalau belum punya Faruzan C6 ya mungkin nabung aja, karena siapa tahu nanti di perilisan Natlan dan juga perilisan menjelang Natlan, artinya itu kan masih ada karakter-karakter mungkin Fontaine dan lain sebagainya, masih bisa ada karakter baru yang lebih bagus mungkin. Soalnya Xiao sendiri tuh DPS on field kan, jadi DPS on field itu bakal bisa gampang tergantikan dibanding dengan DPS off field. Itu sih perbandingannya, gitu aja sih sebenarnya. Mungkinkah ada sesuatu terjadi di pelosok yang tidak kelihatan oleh mata dewa?
Are the things that you shall see different from the fate that the gods perceive?
Apa yang kamu lihat nanti akan berbeda dengan takdir yang dilihat para dewa. Oh,
what is she talking about?
ngeri juga.
I believe that you understand, right? Some things are
Tapi hal lainnya
insignificant,
memerlukan usaha yang
but
mengubahnya.
ultimately, fate shall
Pada
serve
akhirnya
as your
takdir
only
adalah
guide,
satu-satunya
no
yang
matter what
memandumu.
will happen in Tevat's future.
Memandumu ke masa depan Tevat.
All
Ikut
you need
saja.
to do is to play your part.
And play your part.
This was good tea, by the way. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, that'll be all for today.
Ibunya Kli jangan-jangan nih.
The voice.
bahasa apa? Essence Circle itu. Oh, Essence Circle.
Paimon hears someone talking.
Oh, itu Essence Circle, bahasa Essence Circle. Oh, nggak tahu sih. Circle emak-emak emang gak ngotak. Bagi gue saranin ambil Yai aja, lu kan punya Nahida. Sama EM damage bonus apa bedanya? Yai aggravate mantap kok. Iya sih, kelebihan Xiao pendek. Yai hyper pun bagus gak sih? Bagus apa enggaknya tuh ya? Menurut gimana ya? Gue belum punya karakternya Yai, jadi gue belum bisa kasih saran yang banyak karena gue sendiri juga belum bisa mainin dia, dan gue sendiri juga masih terbatas ilmu soal Yai. Jadi menurutku kalian bisa coba cari tahu di kontennya Koko Bear soal Yai. Beliau bener-bener sangat-sangat sangat-sangat berdedikasi dengan konten Genshin tuh sangat bagus. Jadi kalau kamu mau lihat, coba Yai atau Xiao, atau enggak worth it gak sih ambil Yai sama Xiao Koko Bear gitu, coba. Di situ ada penjelasannya. Tapi yang gue tahu bahwasannya Yai itu energinya itu cukup isu waktu pertama kali dia keluar. Tapi setelah adanya artefak baru yang ada di Fontaine, Golden Troop atau enggak Meresahkan Hunter, gue lupa, kalau nggak salah Golden Troop deh, itu teratasi gitu loh. Jadi coba untuk kamu searching lagi, lebih baik Yai atau Xiao sih. Cuman Xiao itu kalau nggak ada Faruzan C6 cukup susah.
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively banter.
Mona!
Fine, just fine. I went to take part. Not all Fontainians are pessimistic about this. One journalist mentioned that sitting around and waiting.
Okay.
Did she have pink?
Warna pink.
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I assume you've heard of her, no? I'm in full support of her view. Prophecies are very important, but how can people allow their lives to be...
That's right! Paimon's glad to hear something.
Ah, yes. About what we had discussed before. I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't reach the old hag. Huh?
Sebenarnya sudah ada yang datang. Jujur banget ya kita ya, BTW ya.
Gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even the god's gaze has blind spots. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon. Most people would believe the gods to be all-knowing, right?
Katanya ada yang nggak kelihatan sama dewa loh.
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary.
Tidak ada satupun anggota Hexen Circle yang biasa-biasa. Penyihir N, si nenek tua pernah cerita sih.
She said that N's sense of direction is incredible.
Katanya N itu tahu arah dan suka membantu mereka yang tersesat.
But I've never met her, and if she were still alive, she'd be well. Suffice it to say that the hag's at least a few
pasti
hundred
lebih tua
now.
lagi. Oh.
The Hexen Circle sounds like a scary group. But they
Tapi
must
panjang
really
umur
stay
gitu
in
pasti
shape to
sehat
live
banget
so
dan gaya
long.
hidupnya bisa jadi.
Pretty terrifying. If she came
Kalau
to see
saya
you
sampai datang
personally,
sendiri
then
berarti
the problem you're
masalah
facing
yang
must
kalian
truly
hadapi
be
ini
of
bukan
great
main-main.
Well,
Oke.
it's not like Paimon could understand anything she said.
Yes, she was quite cryptic, but I suspect she means that there is still a way to turn things around. Perhaps it is
Mungkin
something
satu
that
yang
you
belum
cannot
boleh
know,
kamu
right?
tahu. Oke. Oke.
Traveler, Paimon?
Oh, we're fine. We're just a little down right now.
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has often witnessed fate.
Sejauh yang
So
aku
far as I have
tahu,
seen it,
takdir
cannot be
tidak
swayed.
bisa diubah.
But even so, I still hope for and believe in miracles. Astrology
Tapi
is
takdir,
eternal and
tapi tidak
rational.
takdir tidak.
But fate
Dia
may not
kejam
be.
dan
It is cruel.
dia kejam
But it
tapi
can
juga
also be you.
menawan.
Perhaps that's what N was trying to tell you. Not to lose heart. I did originally
Okay.
think of steering clear of all this, but I...
Huh. You do have a point.
Ya.
There I go, talking about astrological principles again. It was worth trying to comfort you, even if only a little.
Okay.
I suppose that might be why we always see...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said.
Mending Yai sepet
But
bareng
also
Tignari
kinda
kalau udah
sad
punya.
too.
Yai pakai Gilded Dream atau Golden Troop udah gak usah mikir IR. Nah itu Golden Troop itu bantu dia banget untuk artefak baru. Ya udah nemu aja dah.
traveler. Paimon suddenly feels like going outside for... Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like
Mending
to...
ngambil Nahida. Mending ngambil Nahida. Kalau punya Diluc mending ngambil Xianyun. Bisa main apa? Plunging attack. Atau ambil Neophyllite aja, bisa solo spiral nanti.
Huh?
Masuk kita nama kolom.
Let Paimon see. The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meropide, has continued in my recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report. A blonde adventurer with their white fairy legends trailing in their... So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors,
Adalah kisah sang pengembara sangat penuh dengan kejutan.
Charlotte's biggest scoop yet. The trip... Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome... She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're... seriously? Well, fine.
Apa yang mau dia kali ini? Akhirnya nopal. Gak ada orang yang jalan-jalannya di Fontaine ya. Mungkin karena udah malam kali.
Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 16 slices a day! It was so delicious the last time we tried it, despite the...
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur...
Wait, did he really say something?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences.
Do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Usually every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work.
Then what if someone told you one day that this place...
But why would it...
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but...
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat...
Oh.
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have two?
Don't
These
be
two slices
sad.
are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression...
Oh, you know Sijuin?
I sure do. She was born
Tidak
before me,
kadang
and she
main
sometimes
kebukaan
comes to
buat
the
ngajarin
surface
kami
to
tentang
teach us. She
manusia.
said that humans are creatures that are sad and easy. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You two try to...
Dadah. Lucu banget. Astaga.
And there she goes. All right, let's dig in. Paimon's sure this cake will be delicious.
Okay.
It's more delicious than last time, and the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow.
Lagi konten quest Archon kak. Apa? Kak spiral habis dong. Jangan guys, spiral gue jelek.
Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Okay. Ini kita disuruh ngapain sih, keluar lagi ya?
Oh, we're near the Steambird office. Let's go look for Charlotte and have a chat.
Loh, kita ke Charlotte dulu apa gimana ya? Udah selesai quest Archonnya. Harus itu wawancara. Allah, ternyata banyak quest dunia yang harus dikerjain terlebih dahulu sebelum kita ke quest Archon ya. Oh begitu. Karena Charlotte-nya lagi sibuk, ya gak sih? Ah, Bonti. Oh, biar bisa dapat Bonti. Oke, siap. Ayo cepet. Udah ya. Ke Charlotte ya. Kita ikuti target lagi ya. Oh, ini ke Charlotte ya.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Karena dia bakal dijadiin karakter B5.
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you. It's all right though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Gue suka lagu ini sih, lagunya Fontaine tuh.
Really?
You're almost a little too.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden?
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest columnist. So
Okay.
She said that you're a real.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil?
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like
Jelas
to do
belum
is
lah,
dive
itu sih
deeper
masuk
and
fotografi.
ask you to talk
Pas
about the
masuknya
things
foto
you've
di
seen
lapangan.
and experienced.
Kakapan Fatu yang tahu kekuatannya setara Archon? Ada. Dottore sama si Columbina tuh setara sama Archon tuh.
Yeah, are we even qualified?
Ngomongin dirimu sendiri.
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not.
Oh, in that case, we'll just.
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the. Ooh, so much to get done now.
Kita harus ngikutin si Charlotte dulu ya.
Paimon's still got a question for you.
And what's that?
If, just for example.
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often. If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine.
Tempat kejadian.
I'm still a journalist
Untuk meliput
first and
langsung.
foremost.
Gak segampang itu juga menekan tanah air.
From what I've seen,
Oh.
most people don't know what they do should the worst come to pass. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That
Sedih
sounds a bit
memang.
sad, but I've always believed that it's. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still
Jadi gue berhasil
successfully
wawancara eksklusif
finish an
sama sosok yang
exclusive
amat sangat
interview with
unik,
a
berarti
truly
artikel
unique
yang
person,
aku bikin tuh
then the
otomatis jadi
story
unik
I-
juga.
And do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic.
Okay.
But I do love my job, and I'd
But I
be
do
proud
love
of
my
leaving
job.
such an article behind. But anyway, that's my answer.
Dah Charlotte.
That's so nice. All of a sudden. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Oke.
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo. Paimon's been thinking. If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of
Stuff yang
Tibet
bakal
that
besok
would be
kita mau
destroyed
kemana dan
tomorrow.
ngapain?
No, Paimon should ask if you could. We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. You mean still traveling? Huh.
Menghargai setiap menit dan setiap detiknya. Lama-lama bisa jamurannya kalau gini.
But it's still better than the fortress of Meresahkan.
So the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonia.
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillat sent me to look for... Not at all. I'm well aware that your friend... Yes, inside the opera house. The Maréchaussée fan...
A riot?
Well, that said, Lady Farina was watching a performance at the opera house. And Mashi was loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in. The crowd continued to grow and protest against the hydro...
So people have started to put the blame on Farina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been...
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods.
So what happened after that is...
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that the Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Farina had gone. Only when things had...
So, you mean she's still...
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her? Good. Monsieur Nervillat sent me to tell you about...
Don't worry, this is more than...
Is that so?
Oke. Gak berjalan berarti rencananya.
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know Farina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead,
Sambil nunggu semuanya reda. Yes, that's it, Farina.
She may be loud and dramatic. When Nervillat was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard, it would be hard for her to ignore. Paimon thinks Farina's probably taken the opportunity. Huh. Well, what do you think? Paimon knows. In that case, there's not a moment to lose.
Ini bisa didudukin ya? Adek, ya Allah, adek. Kita bakal ke sini. Oke. Tapi guys, menurut kalian nih bakal gue lanjutin besok atau sekalian ya? Karena udah mau selesai juga waktunya gue live, by the way. Gimana enaknya nih? Gimana enaknya guys ya? Gue bingung. Mending besok apa sekarang ya? Udah mau jam 10 soalnya. Tapi menurut gue besok aja lah guys ya. Kita bakal temuin Farina di potion. Jadi untuk live hari ini cukup sampai di sini. Kita bakal lanjutin untuk questnya di besok live aja, oke? Tapi sebelum itu gue mau nukerin ini dulu. Gue bakal untuk nggak ngikutin ini dulu. Nah ini berhenti ikutin dulu. Kita bakal ke area Fontaine yang sebelah sini. Nah, tukerin hydro sigil terlebih dahulu. Kita bakal next aja besok. Oke. Siapin tisu lagi buat besok. Siap. Nakal si Naida lewat malah meninggoin si itu. Kita bakal tukerin dulu. Oke, dapat hadiah. Kita ambil. Udah dapet. Habis itu kita ke Inazuma. Besok lebih dramatis kak. Ya siap, diam ya. Jangan spoiler. Please, tolong. Nah ini kita bakal kesini dulu. Tukerin di pohonnya si Yae. Serahkan. Oke, kita bakal ambil hadiahnya. 1, 2, 3, 4. Berarti ada 1, 2. Wah ini sih cocok ini deh. Cari 2 nih cocok tuh sebenarnya. Level 13 ini sih cari ini. Allah. Dah. Yang punya Nahida udah belum ya? Punyanya Nahida cuma dapat 6. Oke guys, kalau gitu sampai jumpa di next live. Besok kita bakal live-in untuk si Furina lagi, Archon Quest Fontaine. Jadi sampai jumpa di next live. Semoga hari ini menyenangkan, dan bagi kalian yang sedang beraktivitas, semoga diberikan kesehatan selalu. Dan besok semoga kalian lucu banget ada burungnya tadi. Semoga kalian besok bisa diberikan kesehatan yang lebih baik dan juga bisa bangun dengan tubuh yang bugar. Terima kasih bagi yang udah like dan juga udah yang subscribe, juga udah komen dan udah share video ini. Terima kasih sekali untuk yang donate juga. Berterima kasih sekali aku guys buat kalian ya. Dan jangan lupa gue bakal adain satu hadiah welkin ketika subscriber gue udah 300. Gue bakal kasih hadiah welkin ke kalian satu dengan syaratnya nanti ada di pergajaannya Kazuha. Kalau di pergajaannya Kazuha itu gue udah dapat 300 subscriber, maka gue bakal kasih syaratnya di pergajaannya Kazuha nanti. Oke, sampai jumpa di next live dan juga di next video. Dadah, sampai jumpa guys, sehat selalu.